Michelle Joy Phelps, and I'm here with Tasha Jonas. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good.
It's so great to finally meet you. I've seen you all over Twitter and, just, being talked about. Women's boxing is finally getting the recognition that I think it deserves. How does it feel to be able to be walking in at this point in time?
It feels good. People like Katie and Nicola and Clarissa, Savannah, they've all opened the doors for us, and the big promoters getting behind us has helped boost it a lot more. So it's a good time to be in women's boxing, but we were pioneers throughout our amateur days, all them names that I've just mentioned, and we carry it on into the pros.
What is your long-term goals for yourself? What do you want to see yourself doing in the next 2 years?
I've got the exact same motivations and everything that I had as an amateur.
World champion.
Be the best. Be the best.
Fight the best.
Yeah. Be the best. Fight the best. And go out on a high and do as well as I can for my sport and pave the way for others behind me.
We both know that this is such a male-dominated industry. How has it been for you making this transition into this sport?
Well, I started off in football, soccer, whatever you want to call it. So I've always been in a male-dominated sport. I think if I would have said to me, Mum, I want to do dancing, she would have been more shocked. It's just something that I've always liked. And
you have thick skin. You've developed thick skin. Yeah, I know I had to develop thick skin.
You've developed resilience. You've developed thick skin. So it doesn't surprise me, nothing shocks me anymore. So
I know that a lot of people are talking about a future fight between yourself and Katie Taylor. What do you make of Katie?
It's the question that won't go away. She's on her path, I'm on my path, and if our paths meet at the end, I think for women's boxing, rivalries always, like in men's boxing, rivalries are the big thing that gets everybody behind it, and you either for someone or against someone, and brings the profile of both boxers up. And I think women's boxing needs that. We've got Savannah and Clarissa. Savannah's the only person to ever beat Clarissa, so I'm sure they'll build that one up as the same. So me and Katie, that's the question. It's still the same. It's a rivalry, and everyone wants to get behind us. So it's there. It's there.
What do you make of Katie though? Like
as a boxer?
Yeah, as a boxer.
I think she's brilliant. She's quick. She's powerful, and she's talented. That's Katie. But now I look at her more as a competitor than idolising her like I was before. So, I can see faults, I pick up faults, and she's probably doing the same to me. So
you're 2-0. What can fans expect from you? What's your style? Talk a little bit about yourself.
I don't like to talk myself up because then people say, you said do this. But I'd like to say I'm quite technical, I'm accurate, I'm powerful. I'm quite big for the weight as well, doing super feather. I've come down from lightweight as an amateur, so yeah, I've got good feet as well.
Okay, well, your coach is standing just behind the camera.
I was trying to big myself up. When I seen him there, I added a few more.
Joe Gallagher, let's talk a bit about that. So what's your relationship like with him?
It's good, we get on like a house. I feel like I've known Joe forever, even though we've only worked together for just a small time. I don't know, Joe. What do you think? No, I listen. Well, I try my best to listen. Every task that he give me, I've tried to give me 100%. There's still things that he's learning about me and I'm learning about Joe, and it's hopefully showing in my performances that I'm doing better, and I feel like I'm a better boxer. I feel,
The Smith brothers obviously train out at the same gym as you do. We got Callum Smith in the World Boxing Super Series. He won against Eric Skoglund. What do you make of the actual World Boxing Super Series as a whole, and also Callum's performance?
The Super Series, I enjoyed the first one, but I think this one's brilliant. Both weights that they're doing it in. There's lots of good talent coming through, and yeah, it's very competitive. So I'd love to see a women's one. Not putting that out there, but I'd love to see a women's one. And Callum's performance, I think he was comfortable.
Wasn't that a war? It was just one thing after, throwing kitchen sinks at each other. It was so brutal.
It was. I thought it was a comfortable round victory for Callum. I thought he was winning by quite a few rounds. It was getting a little bit of the ring rust off for Callum. He probably got hit with a few more shots than he would like and that he normally does. But I think Scotland he wasn't a surprise to, because I knew the tactics, so he wasn't a surprise to us. But he's a really underrated and unknown in that division. But he came and he did give everything, and he performed well, I thought.
What's your prediction? Who's the final two standing up for the series, for the super middleweight division?
Obviously Callum, and I think whoever wins out, well obviously it is whoever wins, I think I'd say Eubank Jr.
Yeah, right. A lot of people were saying that. Yeah.
I'd say Eubank Jr.
Do you have a prediction for the cruiserweights, or?
U6 definitely won.
Yeah.
And I don't know about the other. I don't know enough about the others.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people are predicting Usyk's going to go all the way as well.
Yeah, I think he's for me, knowing his amateur and his backhand career and knowing the fighter that he is, he's the winner for me.
Yeah.
But I don't really know much about the others.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Cheers.
Where can the fight fans follow you on social media?
You can get me on Tasha Jonas Twitter and Tasha Jonas on Instagram.
And that's with an A, not an E.
Yeah,
because we're all
Jonas.
Jonas. All right, thank you. Bye,
you,
fight fans. Hey, fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. Just before a big fight, I'm often asked, you know, what are the odds? Like, who should I put my money on? Who do you got? It just makes sense for me to tell you guys that you should go visit Bovada. The link is in our description box. Just click it and you'll be directed right over to them. And also, if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'd appreciate it if you did. Just click right here.